Hey everybody, Stephanie here and welcome to my video. Today I'm finally doing another Buffbunny Collection review. I haven't done a review for Buffbunny Collection in so long. Like, I've been buying something from each launch, but it was never really enough to do a video on. And even with this launch, like, I didn't buy a whole lot of stuff, and I almost didn't even want to do a video on it because by the time I order it and it gets here and I film the video and I post it, most of the stuff is already sold out anyway. So I'm not really sure this video is even gonna help you at all, but I do enjoy making them, and sometimes they do restocks or they bring back certain pieces for future launches, so it might still help you out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I was very excited to see that the theme for this launch was called Under the Sea, because that is one of my most favorite Disney songs, even though I'm pretty sure Buffbunny Collection and Heidi weren't really going for any like Princess Ariel vibes. I just wanted to mention that because I freaking love that name. Anyway, let's open this up and see what we got. Ooh, I'm so excited. Ooh, yes. Okay, I actually want to start with these. So this is the Jasmine Jogger, and the Buffbunny Collection Jasmine Jogger is one of my faves. I have it in so many different colors, and I was so happy to see it come back this launch. But apparently they've changed them a little bit and made them a little bit more form-fitting. So I'm really not sure how I'm gonna feel about this. I usually wear my Jasmine Joggers in a medium, so I got these ones in a large because I didn't know if they would be too tight if I got a medium. So here's a pair of my older ones in a medium, and this is the new large one, and they're definitely like much bigger, so I don't think this is gonna be the right size for me. I also have one older pair in a large, so I'm just gonna quickly compare these ones. And even these new ones are showing up like a little bit bigger here, so I'm pretty sure these ones are not gonna fit me, and I probably should have got a medium. Everything else looks very, very similar, except these new ones have zippered pockets now. The old ones just had open pockets. But other than that, everything else looks very, very similar. The legs are still pretty tapered. They still have the seam details around the knees, and they still have the cuffs on the bottom. So just real quick, here is what the medium ones look like when they are on. The waistband sits nicely. You can see that there's no zippers on the pockets, and it's quite form-fitting. And it fits like this all throughout the legs. I typically like my joggers to be a little bit looser, so these are quite tight for what my typical jogger would be, but there's still a little bit of room here. And this is the new large one. I don't think I should have got a large. I definitely should have stuck to a medium. Like, the legs fit kind of similar, maybe a little bit looser. I think this might have been the area that they tapered a little bit more and made a little bit more form-fitting, because the legs feel nice. I do like the zippered pockets here. This is a nice feature, but overall it's definitely looser, not as tight around my glutes either. And the waistband is definitely a lot looser, which is okay because you can use the drawstrings to make it tighter. But this crotch region, like, there is way too much extra fabric here. I don't really know what you can do about that, so I probably should have stuck to a medium. So if you're gonna be buying these new ones, stick to your normal size. All right, next up, let's talk about the Rosa Bra. This is an older piece that they brought back, but this is a new color. This is beautiful. This is called Tiki Yellow. This pink one is an older one that I have, and I just wanted to see and compare if they made any changes. I don't think they did. Except I have both of mine in a medium, and this yellow one definitely looks like it's a little bit bigger, which is kind of weird. And when I line them up on the bottom as well, the yellow one is a little bit taller in height. So overall, the yellow one looks like it's gonna fit a little bit larger. Okay, so this yellow one definitely fits a little bit looser, but probably not loose enough to the point where I would size down to a small. This pink one is a couple of years old, so they might have just changed it a little bit and made it maybe a little bit more true to size or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely a little bit looser. It's still made of that very soft new Bray fabric, so it's very comfortable. The straps here are very comfortable as well. Nothing is digging in, and I would still say that this is a pretty good like medium support sports bra. The straps in the back make it really supportive and comfy. So if you've had this bra in the past, I would just stick to your regular size if you're gonna try one of the new ones. If you are in between sizes like me, I personally prefer the medium because I don't really like my sports bras super constrictive. If you don't mind it being tighter or you're looking to make it a little bit more high support, you could probably size down to the small, especially considering that these new mediums are a little bit bigger and more roomier. They're fairly stretchy, so you could probably do away with a small. I am happy with my medium though. Like this part here is really nice. It comes up high enough to kind of keep in any back fat that you might have. Even though that this one is a little bit big, I still find it's kind of holding me in the way that the other one does. I also like that it's not like super cropped. It's a little bit more longer line, so it can kind of double as a crop top. It doesn't show too much skin. I really like all of the seam details on here, and it does have removable padding, so if you don't like that, you can just take them out. Next up is another Rosa Sports Bra, but this one's a little bit different. So this one is the V2 or version 2 sports bra. This is the color Shimmer Black. So it's kind of got that faux leathery look, and it is made of a different material than these ones are. Now I got this one because I wanted it to match my Northern Lights leggings from a different launch, which by the way, they came back, but they're called something different. It's a little bit confusing, but I'll touch on that a little bit later. I also picked up this one in a medium because I thought it was gonna be similar to this one, but if it's bigger than this one, I don't know, maybe I should have got a small because this one does seem like it's fairly stretchy. If we do the side-by-side comparison with the older one, you can see it is like at least an inch bigger, so hopefully this one still fits. One other thing I noticed is that the cross details are a little bit different here. So this one, they kind of like intertwine with each other, whereas with the yellow one, they just have a little bit of an overlap here. So not like a huge difference, but I definitely noticed it. All right, so this one actually fits fairly similar to the yellow one. Because it's made of a different material, it's not like as stretchy and loose as I thought it was gonna be. So I would stick to your same size if you're used to the normal Rosa bras and you wanna try one of these ones, just get your normal size. This one for sure, I would not size down to a small. Whereas with the yellow one, I probably could just because of the way that the material feels. So I'm very happy that I got a medium in this one. This color is just so cool. Like it's kind of leathery, but it's shimmery and sparkly. If it catches the light a certain way, it's like really shiny. These ones still come up on the back, pretty similar to the yellow one does. It still has the really nice back straps. I really like this one because it's more like classy. So you can wear it underneath one of those like open back shirts for a night out or anything like that. But you can also wear it to the gym. Although I'm really unsure about this material. Like it doesn't really feel like a gym workout material. I really don't know how to explain it. It's like kind of sleek, but if you have like dry hands or something, I know that sounds weird, but stay with me. If you have like dry hands or something and you run your hand across it, you can feel the material like catching on the dry skin. So I don't know, I really don't know how else to explain it, but it is really nice. But I think for my personal preference, I would just wear the other ones to the gym. All right, so back to the Northern Lights leggings. These ones launched back during the Frozen launch and they sold out like very quickly. And then they did a little bit of a restock of them. And then for this new Under the Sea launch, they brought them back, but they changed the name to the Rebel leggings. Now that's confusing, right? But wait, there's more. If the name Rebel leggings sounds familiar to you, that's because they actually had another pair of leggings called the Rebel leggings. And of course, I have those too. So these are the OG Rebel leggings that launched during the Rebel with a Cause launch, I believe it was called. They have this like little leopardy print to it. And then here is the Northern Lights legging, AKA the new Rebel leggings. So they're like not really similar. I don't know why they're called the same now. I guess they like kind of feel the same. Like maybe these little leopardy parts are the same material as the entire legging is for this one. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I just wanted to bring it up so that you guys don't get all confused with the different names. So I wear my Northern Lights leggings and the Rebel leggings in a medium. I do typically like my leggings to fit a little bit more compressive, but with these ones, I didn't want to size down because I was worried that the designs on here and the material would get stretched out too much and like wreck the design, if that makes any sense. Not like it's like printed on here, but there's still a risk of like ripping the material or stretching it too much that it won't look nice anymore. So I do like the mediums. They're still compressive enough for me. And even though they are fairly stretchy, I personally would not size down to a small. Moving on to the flow shorts. These are so pretty. This is the color reflection print in aqua, and I have mine in a medium. I also have the flow shorts from the Marble launch, and they're like very, very similar. There were also some solid colors that launched with this launch, but I didn't get any of them. They all sold out really quickly anyway, but the solid ones are a little bit of a different material. I believe they are a little bit less stretchy and a little bit less soft. So in the solid ones, I would probably wear a medium as well, but maybe almost might even want to size up to a large because these ones fit me really good. I cannot imagine them being any more tighter to the point where I would be comfortable in them. So with these solids, I might size up, but this is the only printed color that came out in the flow shorts for this launch. There were two other reflection print colors, a pink and a teal, that launched in other pieces, but I didn't really want any of those ones. So I only have this color to show you. Actually, wait, I did get a scrunchie. Okay, so this is the reflection print pink, which is so pretty. I would have totally bought a pair of shorts in this color. This scrunchie is huge, by the way. Oh my goodness, this is massive. Look at that. Anyways, back to the shorts. They're high-waisted, they have a drawstring, there's an inner liner. It's really flowy. The inseam is a good length. I don't have to worry about my butt popping out. I kind of wish I had a solid print one to compare and show you guys, but I just didn't really like any of the colors that were launching, so I didn't get them. But these like reflection print ones are so pretty. Like, look at this. It just reminds me of water. They definitely captured that like reflection print, and it just gives me like total mermaid vibes. And it just honestly reminds me of the mermaid event that Heidi held here, and there was like a meet and greet, and it was so much fun, and I can't wait to get back to doing events like that once all of this stuff is like over and calmed down a little bit. Hopefully we can get back to meet and greet events because those are just so much fun. So next up is the brand new Siren legging. And I was so excited to see that these were launching because these have the crossover waistband. There's no front seam and the back looks exactly like the Legacy leggings. Now the Legacy leggings are one of my favorite Buffbunny Collection leggings ever, and I was a little bit confused for sizing because in all of my other leggings I wear medium, but with the Legacy ones I prefer to size down to a small. So because the new Siren ones kind of have some aspects of the Legacy legging, I was confused, so I ended up buying a small and a medium. I think that trying on two different sizes will really help you out so you can see the differences, and also, as always, my measurements are in the description box down below so you can check that out for reference. And if you're new here, I always say that I'm always in between a small and a medium, so it just made sense for me to buy two sizes. I can always return one, but I just want to make sure I get one that fits me well. So when I hold them up beside each other, hopefully you can see this because they are the same color. You can see that the medium is a little bit larger, so it's gonna be interesting to see how these fit. Okay, so I have the medium ones here first. They were actually kind of difficult to pull up onto my leg, so just be aware of that if you get these. But now that they're on, they're like pretty loose and they're very high-waisted. Like, I have a short torso, so maybe that's playing a part in this, and it might be better for some taller girls. But you can see this part comes up so high, and then the crossover part isn't really sitting where I would want it to. So I have a little bit of lower belly fat here, and typically crossover waistbands should be sitting down here to kind of help suck everything in. So I feel like these ones just aren't sitting well for me, and then because there's no front seam, like there's just so much extra fabric here, and it's like just not cute. So I'm really glad I got two sizes because I'm hoping the small one will fit me a little bit better. Okay, so the small ones were also hard to get on, but once they're on, they're okay. I can tell that these ones definitely fit a little bit better, but they're still really high-waisted. Like, this is just not working for me. Maybe I can pull it down a little bit. So then I can kind of get the crossover to sit where I would want it to sit, but then the back is still so high up, and this just looks like ridiculous. Like, this is supposed to be booty contour, but my booty's like down here. This is like lower back contour, and it's not cute. Like, this is not okay. I guess overall the small one is better, but it's just like not comfortable. Like, my ankle on my left leg is too tight because the legs are too small. The waist isn't sitting where I want it to sit. The crossover isn't sitting where I want it to sit. And it's just like, I just don't like it. And it's kind of disappointing because this was the one thing that I was probably the most excited to try on, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them. I'm really gonna have to think about this. I might just end up returning both of them. Next up is the new Siren Sports Bra. Now, these are also made out of the energy fabric, which is the same as the Siren leggings. So I was thinking that they would be really, really stretchy, so I ended up buying a medium and a small, but I got these ones in two different colors. So the Atlantis teal is in a small, and then the Miami Vice pink is in a medium. So here is another side-by-side comparison. It's definitely quite a lot bigger, and these are quite stretchy. I wear most of my Buffbunny sports bras in a medium, but I really feel like this one's gonna be a little bit too big, especially these little straps in the back, like these little ones here. They're not adjustable. So I often find with strappier, stretchier bras like this, that these kind of just sag. You'll see what I mean when I put it on. I'm pretty sure that's how this one is gonna fit, so I'm just predicting that I'm gonna like the small one better. Okay, first of all, this color is so pretty, and by the way, it is not the same as this old Rosa Bra. You can see side by side here, they are a little bit different, and as predicted, the medium one feels a little bit too loose for my liking. The material is thinner too, so it makes it like very stretchy and not very compressive. Like there's just not enough support here, and then the little straps on the back are just sagging, and there's just like not enough support back there. I just feel like it's not holding me in very well. Like I wouldn't want to wear this one for running. Not like I go running anyway, but it's just like not compressive enough, and I don't like my bras compressive, and this one I still feel is not compressive enough. All right, so this Atlantis teal one is so much better. It is more compressive, but it's not like super compressive. There's a lot of stretch here. There's a lot of stretch here. The straps on the back aren't sagging like they are with the pink one. And overall, it's just a lot more comfortable. The details on this one are so pretty. They have like the seams here, and it's a very interesting cut design here. It has removable padding. There's no band at the bottom. This is just a piece of fabric, so it lays flat. And of course, the back is really flattering. So overall for this one, I'm very happy with the small. If you're in between sizes, definitely size down. This one's so nice. I cannot wait to see if they come up with more colors in the future. Next up, these are called the Crystal Clear top. I have the Tiki yellow in a medium and the black one in a small. So these are much better quality than I thought they were gonna be. This is like a thicker, denser mesh. It kind of reminds me of like a thick version of mosquito netting. So I'm trying the medium one here first. Now I definitely thought that the medium was gonna be my preferred style of fit, but I actually feel like this one is a little bit too oversized, and I might like the small one better. Well, I guess it actually depends where I'm planning on wearing this, but you can see that this is quite a boxy fit on me, but it is a good cropped length. Like there's my belly button, so it's not like super cropped. The arms are fairly baggy, especially here around the wrists. There are thumb holes, and then this part is a little bit tighter. So this part feels okay. Might be too tight in a small, but everything else is just a little bit too baggy. It's got this high neck thing going on here, which is nice, but I probably wouldn't wear this to the gym. There isn't a whole lot of airflow going on here. Like you can see it's fairly thick because I have this bright sports bra underneath, and it's not like super visible underneath, so it's quite thick. And I think I would just get too hot if I was to do a workout in it. So I think this would just be a really nice going out or lounging type of top, but let's try the small one. Okay, so I definitely like this small one better. You can see it's not as flowy and boxy looking as the yellow one was. Same goes in the arms here. It's not too baggy. These parts on my wrist aren't too tight though either. And then the mock neck isn't too tight either, which is kind of what I was worried about with the small. I feel like this one being black and being a little bit more fitted is definitely a little bit more classy looking. Like you could totally dress this up. But overall, I definitely prefer the small. It is like a little bit more cropped, obviously, but it's not like super cropped. It's not like up here, but it's also not like super fitted. And overall, I just really like it. Last but not least, we have the Odyssey skirt wrap, I think it's called, or the Odyssey wrap skirt, and this is the color tan lines, and I got mine in a medium. This is also another item that I was super excited about, so I really hope I like it. This is a very soft, like cool to the touch fabric. Wow, this is really nice. I think it's supposed to be a swimsuit cover up, but you can also wear it as a skirt. And I always see so many cute skirts that have a slit like this open to the left, and I can't wear those because my left leg is bigger and I don't like the way it looks. So I was very, very happy to see that this one has the slit on the right. So let's try it on. All right, so this is like okay. It's a little bit snug here in the waist, and then there is like a little band here, which I don't particularly like. This part in the front here is nice though. So it's not like super compressive, so there's not a lot of tummy control happening here. So this tie part is kind of nice because you can kind of help cover up the front of your stomach if that's what you want to do. I do really like this color though. Like, you could dress it up or dress it down. Obviously it looks ridiculous with socks, but it would look so cute with like flip-flops or heels. It is a good length. Like, you can see it comes right down to my ankles, so it's not dragging on the ground. I do wish it was a little bit more compressive in here, but I do think that sizing down to a small would definitely be too tight in the waist here. So overall, I don't hate it, but I just would make a little bit of changes to it. All right, so overall, I'm very happy I did get a few different pieces in multiple sizes, just because like, you just never freaking know with these new items. Like, you just don't know. So it seems like the consensus with the mesh top and the new Siren items, I did prefer a small, but I do still like the medium tiki yellow one. I guess it just depends what I'm gonna be wearing it for, but definitely a small in the Siren Leggings and the Siren Sports Bra. So I'm hoping that that helped you. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this stuff. I might return it. I seriously like have so much stuff. So I'm gonna be doing some more declutter videos fairly soon here. And actually, you know what's weird? I actually had filmed before the Under the Sea launch, like a year before this launch, I filmed a reel doing a sing-along sort of thing to a different song from The Little Mermaid. It's called Part of Your World. So that's another iconic song from that movie. And I made a reel singing about all of the different type of activewear that I have, and Buffbunny Collection was one of them. So anyway, so you can check that out over on Instagram. That was super fun to make. But the point here is that I have a lot of activewear. I've recently put a whole bunch of it on Poshmark, and I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of declutter videos and put more stuff on Poshmark. Like, this is just getting ridiculous. I'm gonna have to try this stuff on again and decide what I want to return, because there's some things that I didn't particularly love, and there's others that I absolutely need to keep. Well, that is all I have for you guys today, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please consider subscribing, give my video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below if you bought anything from this collection, or let me know which one was your favorite. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.